What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Ian here. Don't forget to subscribe. Today we are going over one of the most common questions we get, which is, should I be belly breathing? Is belly breathing bad? So, as always, there's a little bit of nuance to it, so let's go ahead and go over that, and I'll even use the ribcage model to explain it. So, short answer, no, belly breathing isn't bad, but you definitely don't want it to be your default strategy. So as you'll see, which we'll link below, the intro to core kind of breathing routine that we have on here, you can go ahead and do it, feel it. We start off with belly breathing. Now let's go over the reasons why I do like to start off with belly breathing. One, I find that people have what we call a rectus abdominis strategy or a superficial ab strategy. Essentially, it just means instead of using their obliques and their TVA and some of their deeper stuff, we tend to really use our six pack. Think the muscles that really attach here, and then even more importantly, down here. And we do a lot of crunching. Everyone's told when they're doing abs, push your lower back into the ground. And you can see how that turns into a little bit of a crunch. We do not want that. We definitely don't want to exhale with that. So what the belly breathing actually does is when we inhale and we actually try to get expansion around our belly and allow it to, we're able to let go of that tuck and that crunch and let it expand. So it's essentially a stretch for your six pack, a stretch for a lot of those muscles and things and tissues that we keep tensioning constantly for a lot of people. Another way to illustrate this is the idea of like always doing barbell work, which isn't bad, but at the same time, you're essentially tensioning your whole body so that almost nothing moves except for your hips, right? That strategy is great for the barbell. It's terrible for walking, running, and most athletic endeavors. So this is a good way to really let go of that tension, and then we can build on the obliques, the TVA, and all the other muscles. Now, the other thing about belly breathing is it actually helps us start the breath from the bottom. When we breathe, our diaphragm contracts on the inhale down, and our guts actually can move up to 9 centimeters and be accepted into our pelvis. If you have a ton of tension down there and you're not letting that happen, it's gonna be really hard to have your guts move down. Indigestion, pelvic floor issues, abdominal pain. It's a really long list of things that can happen. But in case you didn't know, you shouldn't be walking around feeling like you're squeezing your butt all the time, no matter how many times someone's told you, squeeze your butt, squeeze your butt. We don't want that. You need to be able to relax that. That inhale with the belly breath focus can allow that movement to happen, that ability to get everything to go downward. It can actually relax some of the stuff in the pelvic floor too, which is huge. Now, arguably the most important point, when we are breathing throughout the day, our lungs are not in our belly, our lungs are in our chest. So yes, you want expansion down here, but it should actually be a pressure, not a filling up of air. The lungs are going to fill up with air and pressure is going to go down. So the diaphragm and the pelvic floor are going to oppose each other and work to create pressure down there. So yes, you can still get expansion on your inhale and your exhale. There should be a pushing out in every direction 360 degrees like a canister. But your actual expansion of air is going to happen in the rib cage, in the lungs. We're going to get air to go back, sides, and front. So that's extremely important that you know that, meaning if you walked around just having your belly move and your chest didn't move at all, that is not going to go well and your shoulder mobility will suffer very quickly. So that's why in our routine we go belly breathing, lateral breathing, and then 360 degrees elevator breath, getting everything to expand. So moral of the story for that third point, no, belly breathing isn't going to be your default strategy all day. You don't want to just do it at your desk, but it can be very beneficial to start a breathwork routine with 5 to 10 breaths of it and then move on to more long-term or everyday strategies that we're talking about. If you enjoyed this, definitely check out, like I said, go through that breathing routine, feel it. We have so many ways to progress that on the EVM. If you're ready to progress after doing it, do the TVA train in the EVM. You'll see that under our core and breathing classes. The other thing that might be worth checking out for you that we'll link below is going to be our Basics of Breathing blog, where I basically take you through even more of what we were just talking about outside of the context of just belly breathing. So definitely check that out. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, let us know what you want to see. We're here to serve you. Anything you guys put, we are going to make. And we want to say thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.